to sleep, and let's see if I had dreams. Hello, it's me, Junior. Today, since Frosty fakes his death by melted by the sunlight, previously, Frosty starts his funeral for faking his own death. Since Frosty fakes his own death by melting by the sunlight, and the funeral has started at El Camino Memorial Park, Carroll Canyon Rd, since Frosty proceeded melted at the melting scene when the police respond, after everyone leaves the cemetery for Frosty's funeral, and searching Frosty everywhere in San Diego, California. But now, let's do a story. Here we go.
Well, that's the funeral, folks. We'll be seating Shiva at club at 7 p.m. and again at 10. You must be over 18 for the 10 o'clock. It gets a little blue. And so, Frosty the Snowman has gone. But not forgotten. Today was the unveiling of the new Frosty stamp. Postal painters were asked to choose between two competing designs. One of Frosty's heartwarming smile, and one of his melting death. By a nearly 2-to-1 vote, the smiling Frosty was chosen.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Don't let Frosty's death get you down, Junior. Snowmen melted all the time. And also, people die all the time. Just like that. Like usually, an eastern state used to have snow during winter season, as well as Las Vegas, Portland, Oregon, Texas, and even more states. That they melt the snow by the sunlight all the time. Well, good night.
Frosty? Mom, I just saw Frosty.
Yes, dear. In your mind.
No, on the street.
On the street, in your mind.
Why won't you believe me?
Sweetheart, maybe you want Frosty to be alive so badly. You think you see him everywhere. Is that okay, Junior?
Okay.
I went through the same thing when Billy Mays died. And these pills will help with the queasiness.
Frosty? Doctor, who was that man?
Now, Junior, I've been telling you that the snowman came back to his life. But let me ask you something. Frosty came back to his life since the gust of wind came up. Just as if I were telling you that the other patient is next. Somebody's got 5 seconds to live. What did he say?
He said I'm next.
This is so humiliating. I can see Frosty everywhere in this town. Wait, I can see Frosty at the MTS bus. Oh, now Frosty takes the MTS bus to Midland Road, El Poway, California. And this is insanity. Am I going crazy? I'm seeing Frosty everywhere. Frosty? Oh man.
Junior, you're seeing Frosty everywhere because you want to tell him you're sorry for causing his death. Would it help if I told you you're not responsible for Frosty's death?
Yes it would.
Well, I can't. You'll just have to learn to with your mental problem.
Wait a minute, all those things I saw. There's a connection. The truck full of nets and buckets, the queasy guy, and all of those stuffs all over in San Diego, California. But there's one more thing to do. Nathaniel, you'll never guess where Frosty is at.
Point Loma Marina.
Well, that's the answer. Follow me.
Dar, I got some customers. Call me back later. Ahoy there, you guys.
Hey, have you seen this man?
That's handsome Pete. He dances for nickels. Pete, you got some customers. No, we're looking for this man, Frosty the Snowman. Nar. It's hopeless, Junior. We've searched up and down these docks from Pier 1 to that Pier 1 by Pier 17.
Yeah, I know. Look over there. Nathaniel, look. A signature with stars around it just like Frosty's.
Rory B. Bellows. Slip 8. Let's go. Not a quarter. He'll be dancing 4 hours.
And so, that's the end of the tale for seeing Frosty everywhere in San Diego, California. The end. Wow, that was a great story. You know, Frosty the Snowman melted by the sunlight since the funeral started at the cemetery, after the police found melting by the sunlight, since Frosty bought the lounge chair from his mansion during the auctioneer, since he will fake his own death, and the officer picks up Frosty's old silk hat, and the officer tells the crowd that Frosty proceeded melted at the melting scene, since the gust of wind came up and his new identity will be Rory B. Bellows, since the Christmas snow will appear in magic before the gust of wind came up, and I saw Frosty everywhere in San Diego, California, and Frosty is at Slip 8 at Point Loma Marina, but usually, this is a Christmas disaster for Frosty getting arrested by the IRS. But that was a great story.
Junior, wake up right now. Didn't your teacher not to sleep at outside? You're supposed to be in class, not sleeping at outside. Tell the truth right now.
Yes, I did.
Junior, how dare you dream about Frosty the Snowman? You know Frosty the Snowman used to be one of those Christmas classics movies on TV. Seriously! Why the heck would you do that? Sleeping is not allowed at school. School is to do work, study, reading, and even more. Also, I tell your teacher that you were expelled. That's it. Go home right now.
Junior, how dare you dream about Frosty the Snowman? You know, Frosty the Snowman used to be one of those Christmas classics movies on TV. Also, I called your teacher that you were expelled. That's it. You are grounded for life. Go to your room now.